Hey guys, so I've got some exciting news for all of you. You are now all authorized to sell Hughesnet. I know all of you that have been here for quite some time have been waiting on this for a long time. I know how frustrating it can be whenever you have a customer call and they want internet only, and then they are not in a Spectrum coverage area, and then you can't sell them anything because they just wanted internet, and DirecTV doesn't do internet only. So I wanted to go ahead and go over everything there is to know about Hughesnet on taking an order, selling it to your customer. Hughesnet does have a 24-month contract, so that is very similar to what DirecTV does. And they also do a credit check, so that's kind of the downside to Hughesnet, but they can service everybody. Those people that call and they're in rural areas and they can't get AT&T with DirecTV or anything, this is perfect for those customers. So I wanted to also go over the different packages that they have at Hughesnet. So Hughesnet is different than Spectrum Internet. You know, Spectrum Internet is 60 megabytes per second speeds, and it stays at that speed the entire month for the customer. It doesn't, go down based on usage or anything. Hughesnet has speeds around 25 megabytes per second, so it is a little bit slower, but it's still super fast. Back whenever internet first came out, we had dial-up, and then we were excited to get like 3 megabytes per second. So this is still very, very fast internet until recently. Spectrum actually was only, 10 to 15 megabytes. So it's actually faster than Spectrum was, about 2 years ago. So with Hughesnet, what you get here is they have different packages on the gigabytes that can be used. And as you can see here, 10 gigabytes a month is $49.99 a month. To get double that, it's only $10 more a month. So that's the best selling package, is the 20 gigabytes. Now what happens is they are not going to disconnect your internet after you've used up your gigabytes, nor are they going to give you an overage fee or something like that, or I'm sorry, to your customer. Your customer's not going to get overage fee or anything at all. It's just going to slow down. You know how some of the cell phone providers like T-Mobile, they'll say it's unlimited internet, but really and truly it slows down after the customers use the amount of gigabytes that they bought for the month. So it's the same thing with Hughesnet. It slows down to 3 megabytes per second after they've used the gigabytes that they choose. Now, so as you can see down here, it says unlimited data. And that's because they truly do get unlimited data. It just slows down after they've used up all the gigabytes. But the great thing is between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m., they get 50 extra gigabytes a month. No matter which package they get additional 50 gigabytes per month at top speeds. At the 25 megabytes per second, they are going to get 50 gigabytes. So that's a great time for them to do their downloads. Anything big, if they want to download a movie, anything like that, they're going to be able to do that during those hours. Or, if their computer does updates or whatever, they can set their automatic updates between 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. and it's not going to use up their 25 megabytes per second data. Now, they do have to either lease or purchase their equipment. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why would somebody pay $350 for the equipment when they can lease it for $9.99 a month? The reason is because the lease is what requires a credit check. If they purchase their own equipment, there is no credit check. So that's the only way, that somebody would want to purchase the equipment, really, is if they don't pass the credit check. Then they would have the option to purchase the equipment for $349. So, as far as upfront fees, they do have to pay their first month's bill up front. So whenever you sell this, they're going to pay $49.99 a month plus the $9.99 up front. So you need to get a payment from them for $60. And so basically you'll just put in their credit card information on their order form or their application. Also has a home phone that they can get. It is $24.95 a month. That is with the 2-year commitment, or they can get it without a contract. It is more money without the contract though, at $39.95 per month. As you can see here, these prices are slashed. This offer ends on April 4th of this year, of 2018. So just be sure to check back, after April 4th and get the new pricing, and we will upload it as soon as that is available. You guys will have the pricing going forward after that date. But right now, they're getting huge savings here. As you can see, they are saving, if they get a 30 gigabyte package, they are saving $20 a month. Now, an advantage to Hughesnet, you know how with Spectrum, those of you who are used to selling Spectrum, they have to pay $5 extra a month for Wi-Fi. With Hughesnet, it has built-in Wi-Fi. So if you think about it, Hughesnet is actually, even though it's $49.99 a month for the 10 gigabyte, it's actually the same price as Spectrum on this plan, because Spectrum, is $44.99 a month, and then you have to pay $5 more a month for the Wi-Fi. This is built in, and it is all included. So with that being said, that's a good selling point, that it's the same price as Spectrum. Now, they do have some additional things that you can offer your customer. They have express repair service. They have Norton antivirus. They have data tokens where, and this is something that the customer would actually add theirself. You wouldn't actually add this if their internet runs out as far as at the fast speed. Let's say they get the 10 gigabyte package, and during the day they need a little bit more internet that's at a faster speed to watch movies or whatever, then they would be able to call in and add additional gigabytes for that month. And it wouldn't automatically charge this each month or anything like that. That would just be like one time that they would call in and add it. So it's actually a pretty good deal, because people in rural areas cannot usually get internet service. I mean, they can use the hotspots on their phone, and that's usually what people do in rural areas without Hughesnet, is they just use a hotspot on their phone. But then that's very, very slow, because if they're in a rural area, then they probably don't have a lot of cell phone coverage either. So another good thing about Hughesnet that I have not mentioned yet, and this is big, is if they are a current DirecTV customer, they get a $10 discount, a bundle discount. So on the application for Hughesnet for your customer, be sure to ask the customer if they are a DirecTV customer, and if they are, then they will get a $10 a month discount. So you could say, hey, since you're a DirecTV customer, we can do $39.99 a month. Or you could just say, you're going to save $10 a month. Or this lease here, you could just say, hey, you won't have to pay the lease fee since you are a DirecTV customer. However you want to pitch it to your customer, just be sure that you do mention that they do get a $10 a month discount if they are a DirecTV customer. All right, so I hope this helps you guys out. I know a lot of you have been really frustrated. You get call after call for internet only, internet only. There are so many people out there that call wanting internet only, and Spectrum, let's be honest, is not available in a lot of areas. So now you've got something to sell every single customer that calls you. So you don't have to turn down a single customer. Of course, remember that it is only an application, that they could get turned down for the lease based on their credit. In that case, you either wouldn't be able to help them, or they could always do the purchase and get the equipment. It's a one-time cost that they would have to pay, and people are willing to pay this. If they're in a rural area and they're a college student and they're doing college online, and they just, they've been in college and then they just move and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't get internet anywhere, they are going to pay whatever they can to get internet, because internet, it's kind of hard to live now without it. So, hope this helps. Get a lot of sales, guys.